Hello. Oh, hang on. Excuse me, I've just got a pine needle stuck in. Oh, that's better. Oh, hi. Does this tinsel look all right to you? I used to have a gold tiara when I was new. But after a few years on the tree, that fell off. So, well, the kids decided to jam this on my head instead. It either falls off every 2 minutes or it gets so tangled I can't get it out when they pack us away in January. And my hair. I used to be so proud of it. It's real hair, you know. But, well, after 40 years on top of this tree, it's not what it was. Better than my sister's, though. See, she's a tooth fairy. Nobody sees her, so her hair's just a clump of wool. Yeah, I mean, this might be seasonal work, but I wouldn't like to have to respond to a pager every few minutes to go and see some bleeding kid who's lost a tooth. No, I wasn't swearing. I'm not that kind of fairy. No, have you seen the inside of a kid's mouth just after they've lost a tooth? Ugh. I mean, I don't like blood at the best of times. But Stella has to go into the bedroom, put her hand underneath the pillow and extract the blood-stained package, all without disturbing the little sleeping darling. And pay for the privilege. I mean, I can remember when she used to get away with leaving them an old sixpence. Well, now they expect £2 or more. I mean, how's she supposed to turn a profit like that? With all the advantages of dentistry nowadays, nobody wants old teeth anymore. She usually has to weigh them in for scrap. Yeah, it's much nicer sitting in the warm on top of a Christmas tree. And up here, you get to see what's going on. And believe you me, it does go on. Last Christmas Eve, they had the neighbours round for drinks. And it wasn't Father Christmas Mummy was kissing under the Christmas tree. Rudolph, he's a couple of branches down, he had to jingle his bells to let them know that Dad was on his way. Otherwise, goodness knows what sort of Christmas day we'd have had in this house. And I get to see Father Christmas. Now, what's all that about, do you think? An old, overweight bloke in a red suit, squeezing down the chimney and dumping a load of stuff under my tree. I mean, the first time I saw him, I thought he was a fly tipper. And one year, they left the tree in the window, so I peeked outside. Do you know, he arrives on a flying sleigh in the middle of the night with only one light on it, and that's red, and it's attached to the nose of a reindeer. I mean, that can't be legal, can it? And they always get a real tree here, so it's more authentic, Dad says. More pine needles, I say. Do you know, a few years ago I thought they were going to pension me off. Mum was having one of her Kirsty Makes Christmas crafting phases. So she decided to use Matilda's Barbie doll to make a new Christmas fairy. Matilda was having none of it. You're too old now, you're 12, said Mum. But it's sentimental value, says Matilda. What she meant was she's heard that antique dolls are worth money. Antique? I should be worth millions then. But I have to admit I was a bit jealous of that Barbie. I mean, there she is with her long golden hair, beautiful clothes, and her figure. 38, 18, 24. Me? 40, 40, 40. Still, I suppose that's what comes of being made out of the inside of a toilet roll. Anyway, I think they just put the old decorations up year after year to save money. Mum says it's sentimental value, but I think she just wants to spend it on 16 bottles of Baileys every Christmas. I don't know where she puts it. Oh yeah, wait a minute, I do. I've watched her. And sneaking the sherry that the kids have left out for Santa. Mind you, that's probably all for the best. I mean, if he drank everything that was left out for him, he'd never be flying that sleigh straight come midnight. I'm sorry about the dress. It was beautiful. But there was a little incident with the cat a few years ago. See, they left me on the carpet while they were trimming the tree, putting the lights on. Well, I suppose I'm lucky to have got away as lightly as I did, but I used to have a nice fur trim round here. Yeah, and round my sleeves. Sleeves? What sleeves, I hear you ask? Yeah. I don't know why the cat wanted to chew my fur. He's got plenty of his own. Anyway, I lost my sleeves, I lost my fur. Oh, and my wand. Yeah, he chewed that as well. So they decided to get a new stick to replace the one that was lost beyond repair. Do you know what they chose? They chose a branch from their blackberry bush. I mean, could they not have chosen something without prickles? Can you imagine what it's doing to my hand? And they haven't exactly attached it together very elegantly, have they? I'm feeling very old these days. Mind you, there is one thing even older than me. That nativity set on the sideboard over there. And what's that about, eh? I mean, I thought Christmas was all about tinsel and sparkly stuff. They haven't got any baubles or anything. They're just a group of figures grouped around this wooden box with straw in it. And it's the baby I feel sorry for. I mean, every year, when the decorations come out, he's shoved behind the nativity set so no one can see him. And then on Christmas morning, he's taken out and put on the straw. I mean, that can't be comfortable for a baby, can it? And the camel said, it's his birthday. Poor kid. And apparently 3 of the figures are bringing him presents. But not sensible presents like PlayStations or chocolate. No, he gets gold, frankincense and fur. Oh, I know it should be myrrh, but there was an incident a few years ago when the box that the wise man was holding broke off, and when they tried to stick it back on, the cat got in the way. That cat again. Whew. Anyway, some years they get a really straggly tree and there's no branches high up, so the top of it just goes straight up into, well, you get the picture. This one, this year, it's quite nice. It's got lots of branches high up, nice and bushy. Something to cushion you, you know. And they've really gone to town this year in decorating it. There's so many baubles hanging on it. It looks like a pawnbroker's convention. And the lights, they're new this year. Musical, and they flash in time to the music. It's like sitting on top of a 1970s disco. They put out more lights outside as well. In fact, there's so many flashing lights outside the house, I'm surprised the local airport doesn't divert all the airplanes onto our roof. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Mum says she needs some extra decorations this year to cheer her up after the year she's had. The year she's had? What about me? I've been stuck up in the loft, in the dark, all year, haven't been able to go out and enjoy myself once. What's wrong with her, eh? Mind you, thinking about it, since I've been put up this year, the family haven't gone out much. Nobody's been to visit them. Not even the neighbours round for drinks. Or perhaps something is going on. Never mind. On Christmas Day, when they have consumed a huge turkey, mountains of potatoes, more Brussels sprouts than they've actually got in the whole of Belgium, couple of selection boxes, tub of Quality Street, and wall-to-wall wine and Baileys, they'll forget whatever troubles they had this year. And next year, well, next year's going to be better, isn't it? I mean, it's got to be, hasn't it? Merry Christmas!